to the Life with Arellanos podcast. Ang Yayon's house.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Life with the Arellanos podcast. It's Drew and Ia still. I think we still don't have any guest. But for today's podcast, I think
Ito nga yung time natin nga together, diba?
This is our-
This is where we get to talk
this is
about
our
things.
yeah. This is our weekly date.
Where we get to argue about... Argue! Hindi naman argue.
Automatic yan. Gusto niya akong kalabanin. I'm just kidding. For this episode, we want to talk about to post or not to post pictures, videos, reels of our kids. I think,
Like to how much are we going to share with the world? Parang ganon.
kumbaga parang where do we draw the line? Diba? Can I start
Yeah,
first?
go.
Kasi one of the interviews kasi before, they asked me that, where do I draw the line? I feel that
Did they ask you this because maybe you posted something
yes, I think
that
so.
others questioned?
You know what? In social media, you cannot make everybody happy. You can't have all positive comments. And sa totoo lang, we're not really after the comments. Diba? That's why I want to start it off by saying the reason why I invested in in a really good camera when Primo was born was to pretty much document milestones and moments together. Why? So, lahat nangyayari may pinanggagalingan. Dahil nung bata ko, alam mo na tong story na to.
As you can see, wala kami mga picture ni Drew as a baby or as a kid. Okay.
This is
may hugot ka
yeah,
pala.
I know. Hugot talaga to.
Aww.
This is the whole background of it. Until now, it's still a running joke. Pinaglolokohan ko ng mga kapatid ko because ako lang yung hindi masyadong na-documented na bata or baby.
So what? Do they say na, kawawa ka? Or is it, hindi ka talaga kasama sa pamilya na to? Or,
Yeah, of course.
What's
Kasama na
the-
doon.
what's the joke?
Parang napulot ka lang talaga sa basurahan. That type of joke na niloloko din namin sa youngest brother namin. Although, mas marami siyang pictures. So, all I'm saying is that most of my older siblings, they have like albums, like pictures. Ako, buti nga I found like an album, but a lot of like blank pages. But anyway, that's why I wanted to document properly, our first kid na hindi naman natin alam magkakaroon tayo ng 4. So that's how it started.
I did. I had it all planned out.
So I started taking pictures. Lo and behold, parang, uy, okay pala tong camera na to ah. And then,
And also because of Instagram, you really see the quality din kasi of the pictures that you post.
you mean in comparison to other posts? You mean?
During the beginning of Instagram, and we were just like pretty much posting kung ano-ano.
Tapos magagamit tayo ng app na may filter na sobrang, oh my God, sobrang filter.
Kung ngayon, kung ano yung mga di ba meron tayong pang stories lang, meron tayong pang grid.
Correct.
Dati, wala tayong choice. Lahat pang grid. Even if yung totoo yung quality niya, pang stories lang.
Kumbaga parang hindi pa natin iniisip, my feed should be well curated. Parang ganyan.
I never.
Wala pa. No, so I'm going back to what I was talking about, saying that I am the type of person, until now, ever since before, that the reason why I post what I post is because I feel that IG or up in the cloud or whatever, it's there forever. So at least I don't have to look for any like hard drives. At least yung mga pictures ng mga anak natin nandun na. Now, naisip ko ba it's like for everyone to see? That wasn't really the objective. It was really for like
Yes.
but naging syempre like when people see like Duday or I remember Primo, I had that famous photo of you and Primo sitting on the toilet, and then I had to take another shot of you and
With
Leon
Leon.
sitting on the toilet because it was potty training, and they had the same smile, set of smiles, right? So I think that's the reason why people like, okay, have they gone too far? You know what I
Kasi
mean?
on the toilet na.
On the toilet. Although where I'm coming from is that that's my personality. And lalo na when I post like, all right, si hashtag Sandal Tulog Gang strikes again, si Duday, it became a series because for me it's such a comic relief.
Yeah.
It kind of paves the way of I guess, how should I say this? Parang that's how we are. I mean, you know me. I guess ibang katulad na sinasabi ni DB. Si DB nga pala yung kasama natin ng ating magiting na producer. Si
She gives us direction.
she gives us direction. She just commented na parang, yeah, bakit parang yung feed ni Iya mas well curated than yours, than mine?
Talaga ba?
Ako hindi ko alam kasi I don't
Okay.
follow her. I'm just kidding. Of course I follow you.
Sasapakin ko to eh.
Yeah, but I think I'm not very conscious. Whenever I shoot something, like maybe I'm so lucky to shoot. I'm sure, of course, you shoot so many great stuff also, but parang automatically for me, when I shoot something, I upload right away because nga,
Actually, ang bilis mo nga.
oh nga, no?
Ang bilis, naiingit nga ako minsan kasi parang there are pictures that I wanna post. Tapos, na-post mo na pala.
Okay.
Kasi
Because,
syempre nasa iyo yung file because ikaw yung kumuha.
right.
Baka kaya rin mas magandang feed ko kasi ikaw kumukuha ng pictures ko.
That could be.
That's probably why.
That could be.
But okay. But how do you feel that, because you say that it's your personality, that's why you like to post these things. But for others, I think their concern more is for the child na walang kamalay-malay, hindi pa niya ma-defend yung sarili niya whether or not he or she would want the rest of the world to see that.
To see that he's
Of
sitting
them.
on the toilet or
Yes.
sleeping.
So what's your take on that?
That's a very, very good question.
Until you're living in my house, I do what I want to do with you. Ano yan?
You
Ganun ba
are
yun?
still a minor. I'm paying for everything. I'm gonna take a picture with you with no clothes. No. I don't know. I just feel that we're responsible enough.
There's an alarm, guys.
Alarm. Yeah, I feel that we're responsible
Say hi,
enough.
love. This is Primo with us for those who can't see us through video.
Right.
Primo's decided to sit with us.
By the way, we have 4 kids. We haven't mentioned that. Have we mentioned that?
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
in passing, but
Okay.
this is Primo. This is our
Eldest.
eldest. How old are you?
5.
Yeah.
Almost 6 at August 30.
Wow, August 30. You had to mention August 30 because what? You want more Robux? I'm just kidding. Tell them. My GCash or my PayMaya number is
My
my
pay number is 1.
pay number is 1. Wow, that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, this is Primo. Okay, so he's just gonna listen in and listen
Okay.
to what his mom and papa have to say.
Yeah, we
Okay.
we actually were just talking about you because when we were
Maybe we should ask him.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask you. You know the topic is because when we post like Papa takes and Papa takes pictures of you, right? We take pictures of you, videos of you, and then we post it on Instagram. And then sometimes it's funny, like you sitting on the toilet because we were potty training you. How do you feel about that?
Do you want people to see you on the toilet?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Ayan. Oh, delete mo na yan, love.
Right?
Delete it.
Delete it.
Delete that
There you.
video.
Delete. No, it wasn't the video. It was a
picture.
It was a picture.
But Papa was but listen, love. Papa was sure to not share any of your private parts, like you know.
Oh, and I never show your
Yeah.
I never show your
Papa-
bum.
yeah, Papa
I never
didn't show
show
your bum
anything
bum.
other. You're just seated.
You know why? Because you were just learning how to go to the toilet at the time.
And I think that was a very monumental moment.
yeah.
It's been 100 years ago.
It's been 100 years ago. How old are you now? 105? Please, Kuya, as a courtesy also, can you please introduce your friends?
Ali and Aa.
Ali and Aa. So,
Okay,
so if you,
for the sake of those who are just listening.
yeah, because there's going to be a video support of this, but so Primo is I guess sleeps with 2 stuffed toys.
Yes.
But we don't call them stuffed toys because they're really part of the family.
Yes.
So you have Ali, who is
An alligator.
alligator.
A
Ali
deflated alligator.
Ali talaga is how should I say this? Long time friend.
Okay.
Long time friend, and the other one is
Aa.
Aa.
Because he's a monkey. So what does a monkey say? Ooh, ooh, ah.
Ooh. Right?
Okay.
Okay. But anyway. All right.
Are you gonna say her love?
Okay. All right then. So yeah, going back to what you said.
So, like yun nga. So how does that, paano yun? When people are more about the rights of the child.
This is where I'm coming from. Parents are responsible enough to decide whatever it is.
And I also like to think that they never want to do anything that would be traumatic for their child.
I'd like to
or
think so.
even put their child in a bad light.
I'd like to think so. So whenever like we
it's
post,
all about the intention, really.
it's all about the intention. Like I guess like what you said. Do you remember when we were talking about how you say things? If there's substance or how you say it, like for example, like we mentioned OMG. Like when we mentioned OMG. But sometimes it could come off as like it's just
Yeah. I know what you mean.
we were so sanay to say, oh,
So basta
oh my
the
God.
intention.
It's the intention. It's not naman you're really using God's name in vain,
Yes,
but it's
love.
just stuff, pretty much. But so, ganun din ba yun with regards to how it depends on the intention of that person, of the parent, right? So the intention naman of us, like what I mentioned, is pretty much to have like an album, an eternal album, and at the same time, we know it's funny for us.
Actually, it's funny nga because initially, when Drew wasn't very comfortable nga having to share much of our kids, or
I think
or
when
was
we-
it just the whole YouTube thing that you weren't comfortable with, of me filming and taking videos of us?
Yeah, we can talk about that because, di ba parang we started our own YouTube channel years ago, and it medyo na ano lang ako parang nahihiya ako na parang there's always a camera there,
Yun
and
nga
it's so
eh.
funny because
But
our work,
you don't want the world to see much of you,
not just
but
me.
you don't mind them seeing more of your kids.
You were correct. Maybe it was also me, or maybe because it was so unnatural. I don't know. It felt unnatural for me. Probably not for you. That's why you were doing it. You were okay. But for me, parang that's the reason why parang it was hard for me to be in, or I'm not comfortable watching reality TV shows. I guess that's part of my personality maybe. But with regards to what we're doing now, like conversations that we actually have, or what you were mentioning, that stills that probably encapsulates that moment. Maybe I don't know.
Okay with that.
Maybe I'm okay with
Well,
that.
I think Drew and I feel differently about that because ako naman. Well, I guess because you really don't care about what others would have to say, even if yung iba parang yun nga, they're worried about the rights and the rights of the child. Ako naman kahit papaano, I am influenced by that.
Okay.
And because sometimes I don't realize na oo nga no, hindi ko nga naisip yun.
Right.
So which is probably something that, parents might want to also consider when they are taking pictures of their family, when they are posting things up about their kids or anything that's happening inside their home, which is something private.
What was for you? Sige. Ako kasi I still don't know kung ano yan eh, but what is there like an example na that you saw on social media na parang, why did they post that? Parang ganun.
No. Siguro yung post mo.
Like,
Hindi, where
okay.
I would see people nga na, pati ba naman yan? I'm like,
No.
okay.
No. Don't. I don't care about the comments.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
I know you don't care.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
I don't
the
care
comments,
about
but
them.
that's what made me think na, okay. So is it something that we should be wary of? Something that we should consider? Na, oo nga no, because that wasn't nga your intention.
Exactly.
But I'm sure that there are other parents who also don't have that, who don't have the intention nga of exploiting their children.
Oh wow, that's a
But-
very strong term. Well,
Yeah. But for others,
that could be the definition,
diba?
right?
So
Yeah,
it might be
absolutely.
something that you want to consider before you post. Na,
Correct.
Okay, it might not be too much, which is why I think we have we're conscious about mixing our feed up a bit.
Right. No. I know, but no. Let's go back to what you just mentioned. What if you didn't see that comment? Was it okay for you because the intention was, the intention?
Yeah, if I didn't see that, then I wouldn't have known to even worry about it.
Right.
Which is why you see how these comments on Instagram can actually affect one.
Absolutely.
Diba?
Right.
And who knows what the intention of that person? Who knows if that person was just a basher, or they just wanted to make you feel, off about something that you had just posted.
Like a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why when we see these comments, like, okay, I didn't realize that it could be uncomfortable nga pala seeing something like this. But like kunwari, a lot of the stuff that you guys see on Instagram is on our feeds. Yes, it happens in our life, but there's also a lot that you don't see happen, which we don't post.
Right.
Like
how we discipline our kids.
or even when we have off days with the kids. Like
Yeah.
there are kids when
Yeah.
they're so hard to feed. There are days when they just don't really listen. There are days when we're off also and we
Absolutely.
lose patience. You don't see us post these things.
I think most people don't also. I think
Actually,
it's-
some do love,
some
and
do?
then people they laugh about. They post it for it to be laughed at.
Right. No. I get the laughing part because parang whatever, but some people, I feel that they don't like really post the serious conflicts or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Parang feeling ko, why are you gonna post that? Ako for me, parang yun nga, like what I mentioned, going back to what I said, it's about encapsulating happy memories.
That's your purpose.
That's my purpose. Yeah, that's my purpose. But going back to, yeah, there you go. Going back to that question na parang, DB's asking, why don't we post yung mga, when we discipline our kids? I feel that I don't feel the need to. That should be done privately. I don't feel the need to show it to them because wala lang, parang for me that's where I draw the line. Now, you mentioned positive impact naman ba of your feel good posts. For me, I super positive for me because I can look back whenever I go on Biyahe ni Drew trips, a few hours away from you guys, automatically I check the feed. It gives me, so many good vibes.
Like for instance, Primo Eats. So nakita nyo sa Instagram where he was eating a lot and, where he would really be enjoying his meals. But, hindi nyo nakikita the times na pahirapan tayong pakainin siya, na ayaw niyang kumain, tapos naging choosy pa siya sa pagkain niya.
Right.
You won't see us posting the times where we're actually having a difficult time with Primo.
Yeah.
Diba? But then you also come across other posts where they show their children throwing tantrums, not making a mess with their food, and then you think, wait, if that were me, would I post that? But then the intention naman behind that post is because they want people to see the reality that Sige, yung mga nakikita nyo na ang sarap kumain ng mga bata, hindi yan totoo. Ganito talaga yung mga bata, nagkakalat. You have to bribe them to eat, or you have to, you have to pull many strings.
Right.
And new strings each day for them to get a successful feed in.
It's a classic IG versus reality type of thing, I guess. Di ba? Parang what you show on Instagram, I guess what, I don't know if this is like a very generalized thing, but what people show on Instagram is their best foot forward. Parang ganyan, di ba? It's their better version, parang ganyan.
And, with children, I feel the struggle because what you post of your children reflects the kind of parenting you give. And it
That's
reflects
a
the
good
kind
point.
of parent you are.
Right. And the
Well,
parent...
at least that's what many might think. There are others who, like, you might be like, I don't care what they think. But then, of course, there are also others now who are cautious of that kind of stuff.
To post or not to post? You mentioned that you're affected by the comments.
Yes.
There
There are some that...
there are pros and cons, no?
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, and then there is some where it's like, hindi yan yung intention ko
Yeah,
Parang,
yeah.
And then you want to explain that, okay, this is the purpose
Right.
of the post. Parang, why do you have to put all these different colors in
No.
the painting na...
That's right. That's how you
Hindi
remember.
naman yun yung
No.
sinadya ko.
Can I defend you, and can I tell everybody also that there were a number of times gusto mo nang mag-reply dun sa na nag-comment na yon, and I'm like,
Actually, this is also, I was also during my Twitter days. There were days I would reply.
it's
And
funny.
it doesn't help when you have friends like Luis Manzano na walang takot mag-reply. So
Right.
it's like, sige na nga, patulan ko nga.
No. I'll always tell her na that's what they want. That's definitely what they want. But the people, yeah, absolutely. People have more confidence, giving out their opinions in social media because keyboard lang at screen lang naman yan, or telepono lang nasa harapan nila eh. So I just feel, or I felt and still feeling na comments, yes, it can be definitely an advantage. It could, parang ano yan eh, parang selective reading ng comments or utilizing those comments for good. Maybe it could be lang parang, di ba parang sometimes in business, like when you create a product, when you do service for others because it's part of the business, you don't want everyone to say, good job, that's a good product, friend. Di ba? Your friends will tell you
want
eh.
feedback.
You want feedback as well na parang,
How to improve
you
it.
know what, baka kailangan nyo ng ganyan. That's, for me, I like that. Di ba? Constructive criticisms and, thank you for that feedback kasi nga, I can actually use that feedback and then improve on myself or improve on whatever. So I get where you're coming from also na parang the comments, they're actually pretty helpful in a way.
Yeah.
Even negative ones, but it depends how you react. Tama?
Yes.
I
Okay.
see. I sense some.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's-
Tat.
No, because what I want to bring up, because you're saying to post or not to post, and we're not just talking about our kids, but even ourselves.
Right. Absolutely.
And I feel that this was a big dilemma of mine as I went through my pregnancy while working out.
I see. Absolutely. Right. And we
A
can,
lot of people had a lot of things to say about what I was doing.
because they have their own belief system.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it's funny because it took. I mean, I see that I see the negative comments have faded through the years. Siguro because ay pang-apat na yan, alam na niya yan.
So parang
ay,
she's breaking the norm.
Parang kahit anong sinabi ng mga tao, kahit whatever we tell her, well, pang-apat na niya, if she's still doing what she was doing in the past, then I guess she knows what she's doing and she'll be fine.
Sorry, you're talking about specifically working out while being pregnant.
Yeah.
Yan. Para lang alam nila.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay, sorry.
Working out while pregnant. So, these comments, not that I was taking them negatively, but like you said, you take them constructively. And it was through these comments that I realized, wow, the Asian mom is highly discouraged from working out. And when you see these comments, you try to inform them and show them that it can actually be done.
Right.
That you don't. So the intention is to not be praised for it.
Right.
But the intention for me is to show them that, guys, just don't be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, and it's because it's actually healthy for you and for both you and the baby.
Okay, let's talk about those are the comments. Generally, right?
Okay, yes. But I also want to share that these comments also made me fear my pregnancy.
Kumbaga, you doubted yourself.
Oo. Kahit pa paano, because when I would see a lot of these messages about Ayan, and really nasty messages too, na parang Ayan, kapag nalaglag yung bata na yan, iyak ka rin.
Right.
Like really nasty messages. And as a mom, especially when it was with Primo pa lang, na first baby ko, it's like,
and you're like, oh,
don't give me these thoughts. Don't feed this to me.
Who is that? And I am gonna hunt you down. You know why? Because my wife, konting ganyan lang, may inception lang yan, you plant a seed in her brain, we're effed. Alright? We're effed. Because I know how her mind thinks by now. But anyway, on the better side, may mga nag-react nga ba na they were inspired by you?
There were also many who were inspired. There were also many who parang
Namulat. Parang pwede pala yan.
Pwede pala yun. Tapos because
Tapos wala pala silang athletic background and then they did it. No. You have a disclaimer.
But even without an athletic, which is why I highly encourage to get fit even before you get pregnant.
Right. Kumbaga parang start right away.
And then that's where I also gain the courage. So as much as I get discouraged sometimes, that's why I'm like, should I post this? Ano yung sasabihin nila?
Right.
Ano namang mga sasabihin ng mga bashers? Yet I come across comments and they're like, yeah, you inspire me. The next time I get pregnant, I also want to be fit.
Right.
And then that's what encourages you to okay. So you know what? Just when I was about to stop posting, you come across these comments. It's like, you know what? May purpose din pala talaga.
Right.
Na mga ganitong posts. Which is why I keep on posting, but there are also things that happen to me na hindi ko pinapost kasi ang alam ko, makakarinig ako sa inyo ng, kita mo, yan ang sinasabi namin eh. I don't want to post because then it might also incur fear. And then people will then validate the things that they were once saying to me, na,
sabi ko sa'yo eh.
Sabi ko sa'yo eh. Delikado yan eh. Hindi dapat eh. Like when I thought my water broke at 32 weeks pregnant with Leon. Yung pala, I just peed in the bed. But with all honesty, deep inside I was like, ito ba yung sinasabi nila? Ito ba yung sinasabi nila na mali yung ginagawa ko? So thank you, Lord, that it was just wetting the bed. Because there's like some incontinence there. When you're pregnant, like
okay.
it's tama ba? Am I using the right term? Incontinence?
I don't know. How do you use that?
It's kind of
it's my first time to.
Okay, I don't know if I'm using the right term, but where you
can cut that out.
Where you have a hard time keeping it in terms of peeing.
Oh,
your bladder.
Okay.
Yes, because of course I already went.
Yes. Did you Google it? Yeah?
Because I
Okay.
already went through pregnancy with Primo, so of course may medyo na-challenge na rin yung
Bladder mo.
yung muscles
Muscles
ko
mo.
doon. So
nag-relax ng konti, biglang
So
you
it
peed.
was, yes, it was, I actually wet the bed and my water had not broken. But the back of my head, I was like, but, because of the things that I would see,
Right.
kaya ako natatakot mag-post. So
Right.
syempre, I didn't post about that because I didn't want people to say, yan
Right.
kasi. Another time was after Astro naman.
Okay.
Of course, I posted again after me working out. And of course, I was thinking, should I post this? Baka mamaya anong sasabihin nila? You're supposed to wait 6 weeks after delivery before working out. But I posted it anyway. To encourage them that, there are workouts that you can do soon after delivery. But there was one time that I wasn't so smart about things and I tried to go out for a run thinking, 3 kilometers lang to. It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be a problem. And I was 3 to 4 weeks postpartum with Astro.
Okay.
Ano nangyari? Nagkasinat ako the next day. So of course, when the fever came in, ang inisip ko kaagad, yan yung mga nakikita ko mga comments sa post ko na, ayan, mabibinat ka niyan, Binat is waving, Binat is saying hello to you.
Right. But
And so I was like, okay, eto.
yeah, but that's the thing. I have to say, and I
I didn't post about that.
yeah, but I have to be very honest. Whenever you do, when you did what you had to do while working out, like lifting ganyan, I'm like, I'm worried. I was worried. Like, but I know, I'm confident in you to know
My limits.
your limits. But kahit na alam ko yon, I was still worried. Okay? I was still worried because I know, matikas din ang ulo mo eh. Alam mo yun, medyo may pagkatigas ang ulo mo. Pero dahil alam ko na alam mo yung katawan mo, it made me, okay, I'm not gonna comment anymore. You proved yourself and you know your limitations. So, yun lang.
But did you worry because of what people were saying to you?
I-
or were you worried just... Did you even know to worry?
I'm gonna go back to what I keep on saying. I don't care about other people. It's just you and I. That's it. I don't care about the comments.
No, you're friends.
I-
You're friends who would worry.
Oh no. I never heard anything. It was just probably my mom, and you know how that goes. But I was never. It's just you and I, and I was just worried nga lang that that might be too heavy, or that might. Do you need to do that pa ba? Like that heavier set or more repetitions, and then you're trying to maintain fitness lang. So yun lang naman yung worry ko. But then again, kanya-kanyang definition of what you wanna get from that workout during your pregnancy. Because I would never experience that.
Which is why
I could never experience
which
that.
is why there are many times where I would post something. Initially, I would post something with the original caption, and then as I see comments, biglang babaguhin ko, i-edit ko, at maglalagay na ako ng disclaimer.
Right.
Okay, so the difference between Ju and I is I like to explain.
Oh, I don't like to explain. I don't like to. I just post, and the lesser the caption, the better.
Yeah.
I'm not a caption guy. Sometimes I just don't want to write something. I just want to post lang, or like or an emoticon. I guess we've pretty much talked about what we wanted, how we feel, what we
about posting certain things, not posting certain things.
Right. Yeah. And hopefully, you guys learned a few things about our experiences. But all I gotta say, if I haven't told you this before, I'm so proud of you. This is part of therapy, by the way. No, I'm so proud of you. I mean, 4 kids and then lifting heavy weights. And mind you guys,
not naman heavy.
I'm sorry, just lifting weights and during that whatever training, because the sole reason and one of the primary reasons for you training is because you want to be a healthier you in order to be a healthier mom,
Yes.
in order for you to take care of the
Yes,
kids
exactly.
better.
I want to be able to keep up with my kids for as long as I can.
Exactly. And
I need to keep up with you.
because
That's what I need to do.
it's easy for me. Like I love working out every day. It's clockwork for me. I enjoy it. For some people who don't know Iya, yes, she loves the feeling of working.
I love the endorphins.
The endorphins after.
But I don't enjoy the working out.
She doesn't enjoy the working out. So isipin yun. Parang the mindset of, I'm gonna work out, but
You know
she
what?
still does it. Hats off to you.
This would be awesome to talk about in another episode.
In another episode.
Yeah, we have a lot to say about fitness.
Super.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Absolutely. I love you and thank you.
Love ya.
Catch you later.
Welcome to the Life with Arellanos podcast. I'm Yayon's house.